WWE are making mass layoffs today, plus possible WWE roster cuts could be coming, and multiple WWE stars have departed the company as well. It's all in the Cultaholic wrestling news right now. So this week, WWE and UFC merged to form TKO Group Holdings. To that end, Nick Khan put out a statement saying that there will be a transition period and informed WWE staff that they would keep them in the loop with what was happening. Last night, Nick Khan sent a letter to all WWE employees letting them know that workforce reductions would be taking place today.
He sent the following letter to all staff. As part of WWE's transition into the newly formed TKO Group Holdings, we are evaluating our existing operations and systems to identify potential synergies across the businesses. This effort includes workforce reductions, which will take place tomorrow, aka today. Those whose roles have been impacted will be notified by our human resources team, who will share the details of their severance package. We are asking that everyone work remotely Friday, September 15th, so we can ensure all conversations are handled privately and respectfully. We will send out a company-wide email once all of tomorrow's conversations have happened. Our company is home to those most talented, creative, and hardworking employees in the world. WWE is a special place which makes moments like this difficult. Just know that we have nothing but gratitude and admiration for everyone we have had the privilege to work alongside. Thank you for your contributions and dedications. It's unfortunately something that I think a lot of people saw coming. You've got two big teams of people, and you bring all those people together, people are going to be redundant. Their roles are going to be redundant by nature. It doesn't make it any easier, does it? It's horrible. It's
merging of departments, and I think as we were getting ramped up to the sale closure, we had reports of a sense of doom and gloom around the offices at WWE, because there was a general feeling that this was on the horizon. It absolutely have to be. You've got two payroll departments, two travel departments,
exactly.
Two marketing departments that are all going to become amalgamated. And that process begins today. And according to House of Wrestling, that may not end with back of house staff. What have they been saying today?
They added to this story saying, unfortunately, while inquiring about whether there would also be talent releases as well, we were told by a WWE source that major cuts are expected to the WWE main roster and NXT brand. We were not explicitly told that the cuts would be coming today, but were told that they've been planned for some time.
That was a fear that we had heading into this. They go on to say, one source we spoke to speculated that Endeavor could lay off a bunch of Stanford employees tomorrow, i.e. today, and then wait to release talent at a later date. But that was purely speculation. The reason for pacing them out would be for optics reasons, in order to put time between the bad PR that will come with the layoffs and releases. With that said, it is possible that both the employee and talent releases happen at the same time. I think we speculated that, as grim as it is to speculate, that's more likely the path they might take. Do it all at the same time.
Well, I think if you do them all at the same time, you have one really bad PR day. But if you do it twice, if you do it on two separate days, you've got two really bad PR days. Do you know what I mean? It is a horrible thing to speculate on, for sure. I guess it's just one of those time will tell things. Best of luck to everybody who may be out of work come this afternoon. It's just a horrible thing to happen to anybody.
Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful put out something that I wanted to give a spotlight to, because I thought this is a really cool thing to do. So Sean Ross Sapp said, to anybody that works within WWE back office, if they've got any side projects that suddenly they're going to be leaning on a little bit more, to reach out to Sean, and he'll do ad reads across the Fightful network for free.
That's really
which
cool.
I think is a really cool thing to do. Just to push out a little bit more of what other people will be doing, because there'll be a lot of change coming from this, and as we say, we at Cultaholic, we send all our best going forward. In terms of those changes in front of camera, there was some talk yesterday regarding Elias, which we want to give a little mention to.
Yeah, it was reported that Elias had not been released. What was the wording used?
He's done, or he's gone.
He's done. So maybe that is just as simple as being a release, but it was that report's floating about there. You may have seen it. Sean Ross Sapp giving us a little bit of an update this morning, saying no, he's been trying to find out what's going on with Elias for a while now. So we're certainly not. We're not confirming that, or saying any more than there is a report floating about out there, but we'll keep you updated on that when we learn more.
2 from NXT have departed the company, according to Dave Meltzer, Wrestling Observer Radio. It was kind of hinted at on Tuesday with Joe Gacy and Ava at the Schism tree, which was rotten. The state of that tree. You should have watered it more. It turns out that this was in reference to Rip Fowler and Jagger Reed, aka Zach Gibson and James Drake, both finishing up with WWE. Now, Meltzer says their contracts are officially up, and if there was a planned angle to write them off, it was scrapped completely, as they are, to quote Dave, just gone.
Really stupid. Really stupid.
Really
not to do.
stupid.
Like, everybody, the whole thing is really stupid, actually. The whole thing, right? They came in, they had a brilliant gimmick, they had heaps of heat, everybody loved watching them, and then 2 people that didn't need stupid characters whacked stupid characters on them. The whole thing's about a family, a faction of people, and then you don't even properly do something with it when they are out the door. What the hell is that about?
Such a mess.
State of it, honestly.
Such a mess. Zach Gibson and James Drake were both vocal about how they weren't a fan of their direction in NXT. These two guys who had had success on the Indies, former Progress Tag Team Champions as the Grizzled Young Veterans, former NXT UK Tag Champions. Do check out their absolute barn burner with Mustache Mountain from NXT UK Takeover Blackpool in 2000 and I want to say 2018, 2019, one of them. It's really good. It's really, really, really good. And then obviously Zach Gibson won the second ever UK Championship tournament. Lest we forget, he was very much considered a bit of a prospect of Triple H's on his own.
Yep.
And then but we got the team back together, the GYV, and then we got the dyad. So yeah.
I think they've wasted 2 years of their lives.
Yeah.
Genuinely, because I just don't. I think it's rubbish, and they were so. No, they were. They were
agree,
super
I
popular.
agree.
They were like,
There's
they
no
could have
other way
been
of saying
massive.
it.
And you know what? I think the fact, because they said like 3 months ago, we want out, and then NXT, WWE went, no, you got to stay around. So they stayed around for a little bit. Now they're out the door. I don't think they do that without having some sort of agreement elsewhere. I think you see them next Wednesday.
Oh, popping up on Dynamite.
Well, I think they're like Tony Khan would probably be a fan of what they did as the Grizzled Young Vets, not as the Dyad. Maybe it's not next Wednesday. I think that's where they're headed. The fact that they wanted out just a little bit early and where else? Maybe Impact. Maybe they'll go off to New Japan. I could see them fitting really well in AEW, rather.
Amazing scenes. Well, look, soon to be recognised somewhere else are James Gibson and Zach Gibson and James Drake, rather. Shoes off if we want to see the Grizzled Young Veterans back again. Foot reveal. We'll have more wrestling news throughout the day, of course, at Cultaholic.com. There it is. There it is. For free. Stay safe. Love you. Bye.